How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. We are reacting to... Fuck! I never have up the episode titles! You really think after I've been doing this, the reacting thing for years, I would eventually learn to have the chapter name or the episode title or whatever up when we start, but you never learn, do you? This is JSS, okay? JSS. No absolute idea what the hell that could be. JSS. No, I can't think of anything like in life already that would stand for that. That I know off the top of my head. But I could just be not thinking of something, or I could be ignorant of something. I don't know. Other than that, let's just get into it. Okay, we're talking episode 2 of season 6. I still have no idea what JSS stands for. I did a quick just Googled JSS. First result was JavaScript, so I'm guessing it's not supposed to be something that I'm like already aware of. It's probably something in show. But yeah, I like, and it's clearly not over. She's gone, but she's gonna come back in a major way at some point, and then we'll find out what the hell JSS stands for. Maybe it's connected to the group with the wolves, like the group who kicked them out, maybe? Who knows? I literally have no guesses as to what any of the letters could stand for. Nothing, like, immediately pops out. So yeah, this episode starts out with everybody being either very passive or passive-aggressive with Rick's group. Like, everybody's still sort of just like, yeah, we're kind of gonna have to get along, but we don't really feel comfortable around you. Like, especially Ron and stuff like that. And then the wolves attack, and throughout the whole episode, the people who are left alive finally get to see that, yep, Rick was right. We do need to protect ourselves here. Like, even Ron got to see that message that, like, this is the way the world is. Killing Pete and everything like that. I don't know if that had to happen, but the idea of killing people in general does need to happen. Like, again, Pete is, I'm not going to get into this again, but killing Pete was not the correct thing, but it does get in their mind that bad people have to be killed. I don't think Pete was bad enough to be killed. I don't think he was a wolf or anything. He's not that bad, but still. Speaking of which, these wolves are like freaking, like, what the hell, man? This is not what I was expecting at all. Like, so their whole mentality is, you shouldn't be in a civilization. People, like, humans should be how they used to be. They're very Tsukasa-esque. We're getting a very Dr. Tsukasa thing going on already. But yeah, like, the old ways are done. We should be primitive again. We should be back to our roots. I honestly think that's why they don't use guns. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't just have guns. If there's that many of them, it's not like an army, but, if there's that many of them and they take groups, they should be taking guns. But I don't think they do because they want to be more primitive. Except that one guy did take a gun because I think he's realizing, like, in order to free these people, we might have to. Unless they're just so stupid that they have not used guns for no other reason than they're just fucking retarded and they didn't understand that guns shoot and go boom and hurt. Like, I don't know. These guys do seem like they have the intelligence of animals. But it was fascinating. Like, the one guy that Morgan fought with at the very end, the one we saw him with before, is like the most interesting one because he actually seems to have a lot of philosophies and interesting takes on things. Not in terms of where I think he's correct on anything, but just interesting takes on things. Whereas everybody else is a pretty generic take. And they don't seem very similar at all to that guy. Or at least he seems like the most different out of them. He seems like someone who's not fully on board with their ideals, but for the majority of it. But he was the kind of guy who was like, I kind of miss the movies. I miss, being able to just chat with people. Like, we don't really do that anymore. But yeah. So, it's interesting that even then in those people, they even have people among their ranks who are like, yeah, this kind of sucks, though. Because it does. But, yeah, these freaking Joker-ass wolves was not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting them to be a lot more sympathetic because I thought they were going to be, banished from their place. And I thought, we don't have a choice. But it's like, yeah, you do. You can just make a community of yourselves like you already have, except now you're just like, well, we steal from everybody. Oh yeah, so the lead up to it with the turning on the clock, and then when it's all over, we turn off the clock. It was like, the whole thing lasted exactly as long as that timer. Well, not exactly, because it was still the one guy that Morgan had to fight. But aside from him, it was all, well, that was 50 minutes, so yeah, an hour total, about, we'll say. I doubt that fight took 10 minutes, but still. I loved, like, the just ticking time of tick, 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 tick. Like, it was so much louder than anything else in that scene that I was like, it's definitely a storytelling device here, and not just the sound of this thing. Like, what is about to go down? And I really thought Carol for a second. It really took me a minute, because I totally thought Carol at first was like, this bitch smoking. Why is this bitch smoking? I hate smoking. And she's just in her mind picturing her getting chopped up and hacked to pieces. And I'm like, good God, Carol. Oh, wait, no, this is happening. This is real. Oh, it came out of nowhere. It took me like a full 5 minutes to really, like, be like, okay, it's happening. We're under attack. Like, that was not subtle. It just, like, bam, and we're here, and we're going, and we're now. Like, they got in fast, but they had all the pictures, so they knew exactly where to go, where to hit. I would have loved to see Carl help out a bit more and do a little bit more, but I understand him staying in the house, protect Judith and everything like that, but just thought it would have been cool to see him do some more and help out some more. But I get it. So we got introduced to our new doc, Denise, who, I mean, yeah, you're not a surgeon, but you went to surgeon school. You gotta do what you gotta do. It doesn't matter if you fail or not. Oh, boo-hoo, it's gonna make you sad. Who fucking cares? That's the way the world is now. You gotta deal with it. As a doctor, you're gonna have one of the worst fucking jobs here possible. You're gonna be watching everybody die. You're gonna be constantly thinking about the fact that you can't save anybody. It's the worst job you could possibly ever have. But, it's what you're stuck with. And you are extremely important now, though, so that is a good thing. Like, being a doctor does come with a lot of, maybe not a lot of respect, because it seems like nobody here respects her at all, but at least a lot of, staying power. Like, Pete didn't even want her there, because even he knew, like, something goes wrong with me, she can just they'll just take her instead, even though she's not the best, but, we gotta do what we gotta do now. At least we got somebody. And, man, Eugene's frown, every time I see him frown, like, just standing there, arms by his side, he feels so useless, he has no idea what to do, and he has, like, his sad face is perfect, because it is this, like, forced sad, like, he wants people to understand that he is upset. It isn't being upset himself, but, like, it's almost like a animalistic, feature. It's so accentuated on his face. I think it's just because he has such an expressive face, but, like, I don't find it funny. I do find it incredibly sad every time, because it hurts so much. It feels very true, but, like, I don't know, it feels very, I don't know, animalistic. It feels very, like, natural. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just his frowning face is so viscerally sad. Like, he doesn't have to be crying. Doesn't have to be in this extreme amount of sadness. It's literally just this small little twing of, like, oh, I feel so useless and I can't fucking do anything and I'm such a fucking coward. And I totally get the feeling. And yeah, so Tara being the one to talk to Denise about all this is very perfect, because she also came from a very similar place. She was in that apartment, sort of secluded, not really having to worry about the zombies or the apocalypse for quite a while until the governor came along. So she is also in a position of being ignorant to the world and then having to be thrust upon it and seeing how terrible it is and realizing, like, just gonna have to fucking survive. Like, the transformation from when we first see her to when she's on the road with Glenn and Abraham and them is insane. And everybody here has to go through a similar amount of change or they're going to die. Denise included. All of them included. What else? So yeah, it seems like Carol's whole, like, sweet innocent girl game is over. That's done for. Now, like, Morgan was already on to her, but now he knows, like, 100%. Now Gabriel, now I was about to say now Maggie. Also, Gabriel also knows. What am I talking about? These are all people from our group. I was thinking that it was up, but I kind of forgot that Gabriel was, with our group enough to see what Carol was probably like. So, I don't think actually anyone from Alexandria did. No. Fat girl cabinet. Do I have her name written down? I don't think so. No, I don't have her name written down. She might have given it. I don't know if she actually did give it or not. But anyway, the girl who's in charge of the armory, she knows. And does anybody else? Literally anybody else? Maybe not. But still, I think Carol is done with her good girl game for now. I don't think it's gonna fly anymore. And the whole philosophy between the whole moral philosophy between Morgan and Carol. Again, I talked about the whole reaction, but I definitely sided with Carol on this one. After all my fuck you Carols of the last couple reactions, I still agree with Carol on this. I think all these wolves 100% deserve to die. I was kind of with Morgan to like incapacitate them, but then when we really see what they're all like, all of them are really like, and I think it's fine to incapacitate them, hear what they have to say, and then shoot them in the head if they continue this ideology. Because in this world, I'm not going to be like, well, their ideology is their ideology, whatever. Like, no, you know what, in this world, if your ideology is people don't deserve to be happy, then, let's just kill them. Like, Pete, if he got out, if he held a grudge, if he came back, it would have been, I'm so mad because they kicked me out of this group, and now I can't have my wife and beat her anymore. Like, it's not as big of a thing, and Pete is Pete, right? Like, he's not a wolf. If he came back, we would be easily able to take him down. If he showed another group where we're at, it doesn't really matter because whatever their motives are, or what really matters, it's not what his motives are that matters. And if it's the thing of like, oh no, well he knows where the place is and brings him back, again, we've been handing out pictures, we lost the freaking pictures in the car, but that's Rick's fault, to be fair. That ain't Aaron's fault or any, like, Aaron really felt like it was his fault that happened, but that ain't his fault at fuck at all. That is 100% Rick's fault, absolutely. If we want to blame anybody for the Wolves attack, it's Rick. Shit, where else was I going with this? But yeah, I think, like, the Wolves, I think it's completely justified to kill him. I don't feel bad about killing him at all. Absolutely. Shoot him in the head. Kill them all. Should not have let those 3 leave, because now they're going to come back, or those 5 leave, because now they're going to come back with guns. They already got 1, and now he's going to baboon it and figure out how a gun works, because I feel like, I do know that it's just a symbolism of, like, him being like, oh, well, now, next time, guns. Like, we have 1 pistol. I don't think they're going to come back with 1 pistol and how much ammo is left in it next time. I do think it's a metaphorical, we're going to come back with guns next time. But I do like the idea of him being like, oh, ooh, gun, I'll figure out how this works, and then I'll be back with more guns once I know how this thing works. They're so baboonish. I mean, they are like literal wolves almost. They're so stupid. God, I love that fucking talk with Morgan and the gun. Like, my people have guns. Like, the wolves are so surprised by it. Like, oh, we didn't expect that. Guns, you say? What are those? But this does go to show that, like, again, if everyone was just carrying around guns the whole goddamn time in Alexandria, not many people would have died. Maybe count on one hand the amount of people who would have died. But if everybody had a gun, even if you barely know how to use the gun, just like, it's gonna be a lot safer than not having a gun or any weapon, and not even a knife or anything. Nobody had anything. You're gonna fight back with your lit cigarette? What are you gonna do? So yeah, next episode is absolutely gonna be get the guns out. Everybody grab a goddamn gun. Keep it on you 24/7. Ain't nobody. You go to sleep like this with a gun in your hand here. Like, seriously. I'm still, like, I do like that after I talk about, like, is it over? Like, how do you know when it's over? And it's like, nope, Morgan just walked into our house and it's not over. He's still just waiting there. Like, who knows how many of those 5 wolves could just be waiting right outside for you guys to go to bed. I mean, clearly they're going to have people on patrol and stuff, but still, man, it's terrifying. How do you know one's not just waiting in a closet or something? You got to do a full sweep. And that's the next episode. We're going to be talking about the guns and everything, but that ain't true because we got to deal with the fucking zombies first. I don't know if Deanna actually saw the zombies, or if she's just having a panic attack there, but I do like that we brought up the whole thing of multiple people having that like panic attack of not being able to do anything. Eugene was just like, I gotta stay here. And even Spencer, when Morgan's like, you coming in? Spencer just didn't even say anything because he's like, I'm too cowardly to say no, but I'm also too cowardly to say yes. Or other way around. But, and like Deanna as well. Like, there are some people who just are better off not. I think no matter how much we train Eugene, it's not gonna matter. Like, we definitely should train him, but it should never be a thing of, we're under attack, Eugene, come help. You know? Definitely train everybody in self-defense, including Eugene, including all these defenseless people. But I think there are some people who it would be better to not say, come help, and to say, you just help yourself. Which is a task big enough for you. Alright, that's it for this one. Enid gone. Ron's probably better, but now he's going to be even sadder now that Enid gone, even though Enid didn't seem to like him at all. I'll see you guys for the next one. Until then, get the fuck out of here.